Yo, what's up, YouTube? Nuff said, back again. Now, as you can tell by the title of this little clip, yeah, am I going to give up gaming? Well, that's a big question, and it's got to go back to when I first started gaming. It's got to go back to why I started gaming. So, and people are going to know exactly how old I am once I start mentioning a couple of consoles. So, pretty much my parents bought me my very first gaming console when I was 12 years old. It was an Atari 2600. Back when you played against the computer, like the Atari. So, Asteroids, absolutely smashed Asteroids, Pele Soccer, those type of games. Played it forever. This was before internet. This is way before we even had internet. Then I went into a Commodore 64 PC. Again, no internet. Yeah, absolutely no internet. Now, I'm doing something different here today. I was meant to film some footage and then do a talk over, but I'm actually playing while we're doing it. So, yeah, I went from a Commodore 64 to a SNES, Super Nintendo, a lot of Mario Kart, a lot of Super Mario, a lot of everything. It then progressed into what they called the grey brick, which was, it was a Sony. My very first console, proper console, was the grey brick, the Sony one. Again, no internet, so you're against your own skill on how well you could go. So I was a massive TOCA touring cards fan. Played TOCA touring cars. Started getting into early Elite Sniper games. So started getting into first person shooters. So Rainbow Six. What else was there? There was Solid Snake. Those sort of games. So I got into those games and then progressed from there. Absolutely, yeah. As I said, I became an FPS fan. Loved it, absolutely loved it. Now, as I said, no internet, it was you against your own skill, pretty much, and absolutely loved it. Bought a PS1, so the small PS1, and moved into PS2, then moved into a PS3. And PS3 is when I first got introduced into the internet. So prior to that, though, we had the old dial-up. I was playing Command & Conquer on PC. Absolutely loved that as well. But PS3 was start of Battlefield 3. Well, my first original game was a Modern Warfare 2, the original. Modern Warfare 2 on PS3. Absolutely loved it. It was great. Now, I'm not going to be doing too well here because I'm concentrated on talking and what I haven't got a script. Modern Warfare 2. That was when I first got introduced into online gaming, pretty much. So you're against other players, and it was great. Now, you ran and gun. Now, so Frosty here. This is where my point is coming to. So Frosty here, just sitting there. So run and gun, loved it. Battlefield 3, absolutely loved it. Well, probably one of the best Battlefields. And then I got hooked on Battlefield. I sort of went away from COD and got hooked on Battlefield. Played Battlefield 3. Yeah. And I was hoping I'd get all this footage the way it's come out, because this is where my point's going. So Battlefield 3, loved it. Battlefield 4, absolutely loved it. Battlefield 1 come out, loved that. Sort of went back playing a bit of COD, but loved Battlefield 1. The problem started Battlefield 5. So in Battlefield 5, if you all of a sudden were great at being a pilot or whatever, all of a sudden camping come into it. So if you're, and I witnessed it and I copped it myself, all of a sudden you're a good pilot, and what was happening was all of a sudden in their spawn they would have 3 AA trucks, the AA gun, and they'd all sit there, and people were getting easy kills, and that's what it was. They were easy kills, you know. Oh look, you know, I'm going 35-0 because I sat in my spawn with a AA gun. Why? Because they weren't good enough to turn around and fly a plane. So they sat there and camped. So I sort of went off Battlefield 5. I was like, nah, I'm sort of done with this. And I thought, you know what? I want a run and gun game. I'll go back to Call of Duty. COD was a run and gun game. It was good. I wanted a close quarters run and gun game. So I went and got, what was my first COD game after that? I think it was World War II. Absolutely got spanked. I'll never forget. First time on shipment, got spanked. You'd spawn, get spanked, spawn, get spanked. Loved it. Went to Modern Warfare 2019. Loved it. Then went to Cold War. Loved it. But I started noticing a trend. A very bad trend. I started noticing in Cold War. Well, actually, Modern Warfare, Battlefield 5 started with, all of a sudden they introduced 3x scopes on AR rifles. So they allowed you to sit off, especially if you were playing, say, Domination, they allowed you to sit off the flag and pretty much just camp. Just sit there and camp. And that's all you did. You just sat there and camped because you had a 3x, 7x. It didn't matter what attachment on your ARs, SMGs, LMGs. It didn't matter. So that's where it started. Went into COD. Cold War. I started seeing it there. Vanguard came up and bang. All of a sudden, people were just... They weren't playing the objectives. They were running around, you know. They actually weren't even running around. They were just stagnant in one spot. And it felt like all of a sudden people were more concerned, players, and I don't know whether it's a generation thing or not, but players were more concerned on, have I got my KD? You know, I've got a 2.5 KD on this, and I've got a 3.5 KD on that, and it was like their KD. They didn't care about playing the objectives. They were just, and the KD was, they pretty much, like that, there you go. So their KD was more about just laying down and camping. They didn't, there was no skill involved with their KD, none whatsoever. They weren't running around, they weren't played tactical, there was absolutely no skill. It was, yeah, it was just ridiculous. So then Cold War, it crept into that, and then Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, so Modern Warfare 2, which is this game, and it is just ripe now. The camping is just ripe. It's not fun to play, and they're saying, oh, that it's the game. Like, yeah, I'm playing on PC, and as you can see, my frames per second is 75. It's atrocious. Okay, that part of it is atrocious. But it's not fun to play for me. And as I said, the generation I played, we used to run and gun, and it was based on Modern Warfare 2, the very original one. The maps there were to a point where you had to be a skilled player. You're playing against skilled players. The generation now, these 20-year-olds, 25-year-olds, sometimes the 26, even 30-year-olds, they're not skilled players. Like, and then they think they think they're Shotsies and Scump. Scump and Shotsy and them are skilled players because they play they play a game or a brand in CDL that you have to, you can't just stand around and snipe. And a lot of it now is, oh, hang on, I'm leveling up my camo, I'm leveling up my gun. I'm playing against level 400, 450. Now, if you haven't leveled up your camos and whatnot at level 450, I don't know. It proves to me that you're not a skill player because you're not leveling them up as you should. And I'm going to put it out there. Yep, the generation now, and I don't care. No one's going to comment on my videos anyway. I don't care whether I upset people, but players these days are not skilled. They are not skilled. It does not take a skill to sit there in one spot picking off people. Now, I played a game the other day, and that was my fault. I played a game the other day where there was two players and they were just laying beside each other, one facing one way, the other one facing the other way. And people say, oh yeah, that's great gameplay. Oh, that's pretty smart. Well, no, it's not. That's not an IQ play. That's just two players that just have got no skill, and they'd rather sit and camp. Pretty much having no skill and have no, and rather camp. Like this guy here. I bet you any money he wasn't running around. Unfortunately, that's the generation. I'm going to call it out. All these young players, and then they turn around and they get on there and they mouth up, oh yeah, I got a KD of 4, I got a KD of this, oh yeah, look at me. You're not skill players. You are not skill players. You are just campers, and I know you can't hate the player, hate the game, and if they encourage people to stop camping, maybe it'll happen if they had probably random maps, a lot less of things to hide behind. But maybe they should introduce Activision Triarch. Maybe they should introduce maps where it is damn near impossible to camp. It is damn near impossible. You have to actually run around and outshoot, because that's the whole point of a FPS game. A first-person game should be you run around and you outshoot people. You use your skill to evade people, not sit there and be a camping twat and just do nothing. That's not skill. And probably 90% of players playing Modern Warfare now are unskilled players. I'm not the most skillless player, but I'll go around. Look at this guy. Look. There we go. There is a great example. That's the same guy as before. That's not a skill player. He's got no idea. Geez, I nearly got done then. Oh, I think I am. I'm going to be dead. There's no skill in trying to evade people. It is ridiculous the way it started. Now, we won that game, and as I said, I've showed in this clip 2 or 3 times where I call them unskilled players. I don't give a shit whether they're level 400, level 450, level 300. They are unskilled players because they are using the opportunity to camp to get their kills. Yeah, okay, I went a .63. Yeah, these guys here, 177, down here 144, 141. Yeah, I can guarantee you half their kills were done by camping. And it's ridiculous. It's turned the game unenjoyable. It's frustrating. Hence why I don't play Battle Royale games, Warzone. I did once and got sniped from someone camping in a tall building and the game ended. It's not what you want to play games for. You want to be able to enjoy your games. I did. I enjoyed games when I was 13, 14, playing games against my own skill, playing games where I had to beat myself. It's no fun here trying to play against people that they camp, they cheat, and that's another big thing. Activision and Treyarch have turned around and introduced new anti-cheating, but I've found since season 3, I have found so many cheaters, and they make no qualms about it, and they don't defend themselves if you call them out, and it's just, in all honesty, if it keeps them going like this, and I've seen YouTube videos on Scump and Shotzi and that, especially when rank play was just ripe with cheaters. The reason why they play so good and the reason why they are who they are is because they play against other players that have got the same objectives that they have. All right? Now, we're playing domination, so the objective is to capture flags, but also trying to, create play that stops the opposition from capturing flags. Now, the reason why, I'm coming around this flank here now. The reason why I'm coming around this flank here now is because I know C's been capped. There's a spot up there. I won't say I'm 100% sure that someone's camping in there waiting for someone to run down there, but I can guarantee you that if not now, someone will be. Now, the reason why Shotzi and them play the way they play is because they're playing 6-on-6 with opposition teams that have got the same objectives. They want the same things. They play in the same way. Not one of them is camping. Not one of them is getting 45. Like, Scump put up a video of his Scump put up a video of he got a 70 kill. He got a 70 bang. Right, a 70 bang. He didn't camp to get his 70 bang. Now I'm going to die here, 100%. 100% I'm going to die. See? What's he doing up there? He wasn't... See? There you go. There you go. Right. Scump didn't get 70 bang by just sitting in a corner and camping. No, he ran and gunned. That is Call of Duty, not this unfortunate let's camp in one corner and then preach to everyone how good of a player you are. You're not a good player. If you want to turn around and you're camping... You are not a good player. You are trash. You're terrible. It's not good play. But anyway, that is how I'm feeling. And to answer the question on will I give up gaming? Probably not. Will I ever have that enjoyment that I had when I first started gaming? Probably not. Why? Unless people's attitudes change, and they don't have to turn around and camp anymore, and they don't have to run and go, they don't have to sit down and shit, that was close. And try and capture as the flags. I might enjoy my gaming again, but at the moment, gaming for me, it's a chore. I hate to play because I know what's happening. You're gonna run around here and there's gonna be someone camping, and then they turn around and they tell their mates how good they are. I got a 70 bomb. I'm a scump because I got a 70 bomb and I was actually camping in, it's frustrating. I'm not enjoying my gaming. As I said, will I give it up? No. Should I give it up? No. I love gaming. It's an outlet for me. It's an outlet for other people as well. Like this guy here, he's sitting here. Up here. See? That's the frustrating part. If we didn't have a UAV up, I wouldn't have known, and he would have got probably 3 or 4 easy kills there. And they are easy kills. Unskilled players that have got no idea. unskilled. And that's what this video is about, is, you know, the frustration. I love video games. You know, I'll tell everyone my age. I'm 54 years old. You know, I'm 54 years old. I absolutely love I love playing video games. It's my outlet. I don't, you know. Yeah, look at that guy. And now I'm matching it against 18, 19, 20-year-olds. My reaction time is a little bit slower, but I try and do my best. But I played video games when video games. What was he doing in there? I played video games. You know, when you had to match your skill, you played against other people that had the same objectives as to run around and outshoot each other. That was part of it. And yeah, there was a little bit of banter, but now that's why. And people say, "Oh, video games is toxic." Right? The reason why it's toxic is because you get so frustrated with these people that camp that it's not funny. Now, the problem is you've got to change your gameplay, right? You got to change. So they're camping in the building. You got to change your gameplay and your strategic play to match a camper, which is so wrong. You shouldn't have to change the way you play because a camper. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have to be going around flanking now. It should be, you know, who cares about KD? At the end of the game, it's not an individual sport. This is still a team-based sport. See? Look where this guy is. Have a look. It's proving my point. You know, try again, proving my point. That the young generation, they aren't good players. They're trash. These players are absolute trash. And I'm going to call them all out because it frustrates the shitter out of me. Right? See? I'm a 54-year-old that's matching with them, and I'm running and gunning. See? And all I'm doing is running and gunning. Alright? 54 years old. And these 18 and 19-year-olds, they get on there, 20-year-olds, 26-year-olds, and they're like, oh, yeah. Oh, look at this guy. He just ran straight past me. Wow. And then, there you go. Look at his tag. You're shit. Who's shit? This guy's shit because he's sitting there camping. 100%. I'll call them all out, and it's frustrating. It makes you, yeah. If this is what outgunned again, so that's great play with him and I, right? But if this is what it's come to, it's frustrating. And if it's a game now made for younger generation players so they can camp and do whatever. Maybe I will give up gaming. Maybe I'll take up drugs and shoot meth and, I don't know, drink myself silly. I don't know, beat my wife. I don't really know. Because at the moment, I love playing video games, but yeah, you've got people that they're not making it enjoyable. Yeah, it's not. I'm gonna get done here. Oh no, he helped me out. Thanks, bro. There you go. There you go. There's another example. Your shit again. Sitting there camping. He hasn't probably. Let's have a look. Your shit. He's captured 4, but he's doing nothing else. He's sitting up there. And you know, which means, and you can't say, oh, he's defending C because C was already taken. What he's doing, have a look, he's kill streak. I want my kill streak. Let this guy. You're shit. You are shit. I'm going to say that to him. Yeah, mate, you are shit. Camping, you are shit. There you go. It is just ridiculous, you know. And if I hadn't have been doing that, I probably would have got that guy too. 54 years old, and I haven't got the look, see, he's just camping. You know, your name tag's your shit, bro, but you're just sitting there camping. Who's the shit one? Let's come out and fight like, yeah, the game's meant to be played. But yeah, it's. You know, all they want is a kill streak, so they can brag to their friends. Look at my KD. This is what I'm talking about. How frustrating gaming has become for older generation players. Like, you know, why should I have to stop? Why should I have to stop playing? Right? Because some young flog wants to turn around and camp. Why, you know? And then people go, oh, we'll get over it, you know. Yeah, do better. Well, it's pretty hard to do better. You know, you're trying your best. You're running around, you're playing, and you're trying your best. And, you know, it gets to a point where, yeah, I feel like giving up. And all these young people going, oh, yeah. But the thing is, what are these young people going to do in 10 years' time? And... yeah, good on you, you're shit, because the only thing you did was camp, so who's shit, bro? Anyway, so that is me, that is why... Now listen to them, they're all young, they're all young, yeah? Oh, look at me, yeah? Listen to them. So that's me. I've got nothing else to say. Will I give up gaming? Probably not. Is it frustrating for me? Oh, hell yeah. Is it going to be frustrating for a lot of other people? I know it's frustrating for a lot of other people because a lot of other people have said it is. But anyway, it is what it is. But yeah, it's the younger generation have caused these games to be terrible. You can blame developers. You can blame this. There's lack of, there's lag, there's stutter. But when you've got 3 or 4 people sitting around camping and doing nothing else bar camping, that's why the game is terrible, because of the campers and the way that they think that they're better than everybody else by just doing it. So that's it for me. As I said, I won't give up gaming, but it's very frustrating, and hence why I haven't put up a lot of videos, because it just it frustrates the shit out of me. All right, I'm out. Enough said. Bye.